Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another fragrance review. This time I'm going to talk about Gucci Guilty Absolute Pour Femme. So if you saw my video last, I don't know, few months ago, I got Gucci Guilty Pour Homme and I love that fragrance. It's a rich, woody, patchouli heavy fragrance, so good for winter. I love that, and I was very curious about the female version, which I heard is a rose-centric unisex leaning fragrance. I thought this was discontinued, but recently I was in store and I saw that they still carry it. So, but either way, I got a sample, I got a decant from someone selling it online. I was very curious and I got it now. So let's get into the note breakdown. So the opening has blackberry, pink pepper, and bergamot. The middle notes has cypress, Bulgarian rose, woody notes, and vetiver, and the base notes are Indian patchouli and amber. So even looking at the notes, I think it's such an attractive set of fragrance notes that I was very intrigued. So the opening is this juicy, fruity blackberry scent. It's a little bit like gummy bear scent, but it's very nice. It's very satisfying. It's very likable. I love the opening, but it doesn't stay for too long. It quickly gives place to the Bulgarian rose. So Bulgarian rose, my grandma used to have this Bulgarian rose oil in her living room. So I'm kind of familiar with that scent profile. I can't differentiate any other rose fragrances, but with Bulgarian rose, I have this experience. So I just kind of get it and I like it. Cypress is another note that I really enjoy. Cypress, we have cypress bushes at home a lot. And I just love that resinous smell to it. It's slightly green, but just so rich and balsamic and addictive and aromatic. I love it. In this fragrance, it's pretty noticeable. It's very complementary with the rose. I love the combination of rose and cypress. I think it's pretty unique. The woody notes are also there. I actually sprayed it here earlier. So the thing is, it's mostly rose, but these other notes around it kind of complement it and just take it into a unique way of being. The patchouli is there, but it's not too much. The rose stays in focus. There is also a slight freshness to it. It's almost like an aromatic freshness, probably from the cypress and vetiver. I think it's just very interesting because some of these notes are pretty masculine. The cypress, the vetiver, the patchouli, and the woody notes, and they just then put this rose in there, which is kind of, rose, at least in the Western culture. Rose is pretty like, it's a pretty feminine, it's perceived as a feminine note. Of course, it doesn't have a gender. It's just traditionally like a female marketed note. But I think this is pretty unisex. Now I have to say, there's like a bug here. So this is like leaning more feminine, to be honest, but a guy can easily pull this off. I think this just smells like natural, and in what I always say, that this botanical smell that I really enjoy, it's there. It's very sophisticated, it's very well blended, it's very likable. I feel like I don't think anyone would dislike this unless you dislike rose, because it's very rose centric. But yes, that being said, I don't think this is for everybody. I don't recommend blind buying. I recommend testing it and trying it because it's really good, and I think a lot of guys would love to wear it. It's just I feel like rose is not for everybody, and also I would probably not buy a full bottle either, because even though I really like it, I like wearing it, it's not something that I would need that amount of juice, because this is 5 ml, and this is not something I would reach for every day, I feel like. Even though it's very nice, I have to be in the mood to reach for it, and then I will absolutely love it, but it's not something I would probably wear every day. Maybe a 30 ml, I would appreciate a 30 ml, because that's not too much to get through, but I could probably never get through a 100 ml of this one, because it's just it's not an easy reach. You have to be in the mood, I feel like. So yeah. The projection and longevity are not beast mode, but they are okay. I think they are average. This gives you this mysterious sillage. Also, this reminds me of like a medieval rose. Like this, for some reason, I get this fantasy image of this being a rose from the medieval times. Like I imagine it's like either sunset or sunrise, so it's like a dewy, the garden is very dewy, and the weather, the air is a little bit humid, there is some chopped wood lying around, there are plants, beautiful green garden with a lush rose bush, and just that dewy rose, and the smell of it, and the smell of the air in the morning or the evening, depends. It's just what I get, and I love when fragrance can transport you into this state of mind, this almost giving you this atmospheric like vision almost about this time and place. And I don't know what makes something medieval. I don't mean it in a bad way, it's not outdated or anything. It just smells so almost romantic, to the point that it makes me think of some kind of medieval storyline from the Middle Ages, and yeah, I do really like it. I think it's a very good quality fragrance, and if you like rose, I definitely recommend trying it. Also, I think this and the Pour Homme version, the Gucci Guilty Absolute Pour Homme, they are such a nice collection together. I mean, they kind of give you the same vibe. They are completely different scents, but they give you the same richness, the same timelessness. They are not like trendy, or they are not trying to fit to the designer fragrance trends or anything. They are just doing their own thing, and they are so good at it. Both great quality, both unique, and they are both, I think, like I can almost imagine having giving them as a gift to like a couple, like the Pour Femme for a girl, Pour Homme for a guy. And obviously it's not a safe thing to buy fragrance as a gift, because you never know what people like, what they dislike. But like an ideal situation, it would be great to buy this for a couple, because even the bottles and the scents, I feel like they complement each other, and they are just the same vibe. So yeah. So that was it for today. Please let me know if you tried this fragrance. Check my other reviews. I have so many other reviews already on my channel. Subscribe if you want to. And other than that, I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.